Hi there. So I want to talk about priority today, and I'm going to give you an example from my life where I've kind of struggled with this a little bit in terms of my health. So I'm at work, and it's the middle of the day, and I'm in that groove where I'm getting things done, and I'm seeing patients, and I'm getting their charts done, and I'm very efficient. And I notice I start to get hungry. And I know that when I start to feel that, I need to eat within 15 or 30 minutes. I have this window. You know, your body's naturally telling you, hey, we're hungry. We need some energy. Let's do this. And in my experience, if I miss that window of about 30 minutes, I go into panic starvation mode. I can feel the adrenaline goes up. I get anxious. I'm cranky. And I tend to eat whatever's in front of me and more. I tend to overeat. And so I really need to eat within 15 or 30 minutes of that range. One of the principles that we've been working on in the Facebook group is eating every 3 to 4 hours. This is kind of a more refined version of that, where you can kind of trust yourself that every time that when you get hungry, if you're putting in healthy food, including lean protein, fruit, vegetable, and whole grain, that you're going to satisfy your natural hunger and you're going to be okay. But another way to do it is to eat every 3 to 4 hours. So I'm busy, I'm in the middle of this, and I've got a choice, right? I can either take a break from work, even though I'm in this really efficient zone, and eat, right? That's probably the priority. Or I can say, no, I want to get this work done at the expense of my health, essentially. And I feel like a lot of us make this choice all the time. It really comes down to what is the priority. And I am recently committing to these principles of eating every 3 to 4 hours and eating breakfast, eating within an hour of waking up. Like I still haven't gotten there. The last couple days I've had breakfast 2.5 hours after waking up. Like why? Then the question is, really? Like, can I, if it is that important to me, can I not eat within an hour of waking up? Like, come on. Of course I can do that. So the way that I respond to this is I say to myself, stop all these excuses. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to integrate this principle, and I'm going to do it for a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, and see what happens. And what happens to my brain is 3 or 4 weeks is usually enough time to sneak it in and to make it a habit. Do it over and over and over, 21 days, 28 days. It really gets in there and gets the force of habit. And then that's how you build this strong foundation. Imagine you're building a big skyscraper and you're going to use the best materials out there. I don't know if that's stainless steel and rebar. I don't know what they build with, but a solid foundation. This is the solid foundation. You commit to these things for a month, you get it in, and then you go on and you do the next thing in a stepwise fashion. So that 6 months down the line, you've got these layers of concrete that you've put in that aren't going to come crashing down when you fall off of a crash or a fad diet. So anyway, priority. There you go. That's my thing for today. So another example would be the last couple days. It's been 2.5 hours before I've eaten breakfast. Again, like, am I committed to doing this? Yes. I'm not revamping my entire diet. I'm integrating this one principle of eating every 3 to 4 hours. That's it. It's the only thing that I'm working on right now. I can do this. It's not too much. It's a bite-sized piece. It is important enough to me to where I'm going to plan it. So what does that look like for tomorrow? Well, tomorrow I got to, go off and do, okay, maybe I need just one of these little breakfast bars to get things started, and then I can have a larger breakfast later when I get to work and have a minute. Whatever. Planning is number one. And number two, so I would say planning is number one. Number two, anticipate your day and when you can work these things in. And then 3 is in the moment. Your choices reflect, how you live reflects what those priorities are. So if you live in accordance with your priorities and your beliefs, that's living with integrity. And if you don't, if you let the moment push you around, then you're not living with that integrity. And that's what those are the kind of stumbles that I've had. And so, in that moment, is this really that important? Yes, it is. I am willing to do what it takes to figure this out. When I fail, forget it. I'm going to recommit every time and get back to it. So, priority. That's my thought for you today. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. Put it on the Facebook group, and let's talk about it.